Hey guys, it's another episode of Homefront Harmony. Your host Stevie Dahl here. Today we've got a really fun episode. I love these kinds of episodes. We have here today with us Miss Ali, a veteran herself, about to retire from reservist duty. And oh yeah, she just happens to be involved in the entertainment industry, which you know I love and adore. Hello, Ali.
Hello.
How are you, my dear?
I'm a little worn out, not gonna lie, just with everything going on.
Oh man. Okay, use the filter that makes us not look tired. Okay,
yes,
that
I
would
put
be
on a
great.
little powder. I made sure I was like, all right, and we're on.
I love it. You look great. You look
Thank
great,
you.
my friend. So tell me, you served in the Air Force, correct?
Yes.
You said 14 years active duty.
14 years active.
Thank you for your service. You've been a reservist since,
Since 2021.
and you are about to hit full
Retire,
retirement.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I just came back from my reserve time at the end of August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did your little trip. You're back. Love it. Love it. So now, when you transitioned into reservist duty, did you have a plan of, you know, how you were going to go on outside the military world?
So my last 3 years, which were here in Vegas, because I was in Germany first, then came out here as my last active duty station. I was like, all right, these last 3 years, I'm going to make an exit strategy.
Okay.
Yes, I need to know what my goals are, at least what direction I want to head.
Okay.
Nothing was necessarily set in stone because I did an internship with photography. I know I wanted to go to school, and I knew that would give me a little bit of time to kind of really figure things out. I just knew I wanted to be creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I love it. I love it. So you dampered a little in photography. You dipped your toe a little over here. What segued you now? Because we were talking earlier, film festival coming up, life happening. So kind of help us understand what got you headed into that creative pathway.
It was interesting. It's not something I really had on my goals list, was founding a film festival. But after working with other actors and directors and writers, just like every aspect of the industry, and going to other film festivals over the years, I was like, you know, why not have one here in Vegas? Yes, there are some that exist. You have Nevada Women's Film Festival. You have some filmmaker competitions, to include mine now. But I was like, there's not one that is like helping throughout the year or doing a lot of functions throughout the year. So I was like, we need to bring people together.
Yeah.
You know, because Vegas has talent, so
Yes,
much
it
talent.
does. Yes,
but it's
it does.
pocketed all over. And so after getting to know these other festivals, like, hey, let's start, you know, bringing people together so we can see who else is out there. And it started last year with a small ragtag team of us. And now I have an amazing dedicated team this year.
Awesome.
And we're looking to expand next year.
That's exciting. That's so exciting. So now, okay, the name of film festival,
Desert Waves Film Festival.
Desert Waves Film Festival. Noted. Okay. And in 2025, Desert Waves Film Festival is on.
It's on Film Freeway. And our actual festival day screening is October 11th.
Okay.
At Downtown Cinemas. And then we've added a second day, October 12th, which is a special meet and greet with the filmmakers of Chasing Amy, which is doing a special presentation for their feature during our festival.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's very exciting.
And they're Vegas filmmakers.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is really, really great. Now, I think it's funny. A lot of people wouldn't expect a veteran to end up necessarily in a creative career.
They really don't push that on people leaving. They're like, do you want to do corporate? Do you want to do trade? And then if it's anything else, they're like, well, you're on your own.
Yeah. It's funny because my dad was, my parents did community theater when I was growing up. My dad was a singer in a band. He had an amazing voice. And he always sided into that in entertainment field. And people got kind of surprised that a military person would be that creative. But I found more and more lately, there are so many more veterans coming out with that creative mind.
Yes, I think it's because we have to put aside who we are in a little box to function in the military, especially if you're in war zones and stuff like that. You compartmentalize. And so then when you get out, you're like, oh, I have all these other aspects of me that I now get to explore and put out there, to where it's like, I've been so structured so long. You're like, now I get to be free, and being creative is a part of that freedom.
Oh, absolutely. We talk a lot about mental health and, working with everybody in their different aspects. Creativity has always been a very beneficial thing for some mental health for people. The way you can release it, because everybody isn't creative in the same way. You know,
so
some
many
are
different
artists.
avenues.
Some are musically inclined. Some are, the stage. It just kind of depends on where it aligns with you. And some are in front of it, and some are behind the cameras where they get their
Bless
goal.
those behind the cam people.
I know, right?
You need them.
Yes, you do. Love
Shout
you,
out.
Robert.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so do you find that when you went to start going and creating this, to do this film festival, that there was training you got from your time in service that helped you?
Yes. Being able to visualize. I'm a highly visual person.
Okay.
So some of my jobs in the military required me to do just huge mission plans, and you had to break down every aspect of that to beginning to end, all the logistics, all the little pieces that people don't think about. When they're like, oh, we're just going to go there. I'm like, okay, well, how are you getting there? What's your mode of transportation? How long is that transportation? How many people? All of that stuff, all the details. And that stuff really excites me. I thought about doing some type of event planning.
Okay.
So having that aspect to the film festival really just builds upon that. Those skills, being organized. Don't look at my house. But as far as doing events, the organization part is very fun for me.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I love that when you're able to contribute that into what you do. And how you set it up. I think that a lot of times people don't understand what it, like just a podcast, people, what it takes to do a podcast. If I did not have Robert, oh my goodness, okay? Because there's so many steps to it and so many avenues you have to pursue. When you have a solid team, whether it's in military service or in the civilian world, when you have the right team with you, holy cow, you can accomplish
so much you can do.
More.
You're just exponentially able to do stuff because all our powers combined, you can achieve a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you decided, all right, I'm doing reservist duty. I'm going to do a film festival. What was your first step?
I remember actually sitting down in my house. I was working with another actress, and I was like, man, I'd really like to do a film festival. I wonder, what goes into that. And I maybe Googled a little bit, but really attending other film festivals helped me understand what it might take. And then applying everything I've learned from the military when it comes to logistics and planning and just what makes sense. But my bottom line, which I think also carries over, some may disagree from the military, but this was my takeaway from the military, is take care of your people. So make sure that those who are attending feel like they're taken care of, those that you're working with feel like they're taken care of. So that way it's like there's a sense of community weaved through it.
Oh, yeah.
So I want everyone who's involved in attending to be like, oh, yeah, I feel like I'm welcome here. Yeah.
Well, we're in a world right now where there's a lot of AI things happening, helping us do things. And sometimes good old fashioned like recon work really can highlight more for you. I'll use AI, but then I still have to go back myself and hands-on do some things to just because daughter of a Navy man, I was raised to handle things with a military mindset, kind of thing to it. So, and I think that would be beneficial. Is it very hard for you to bounce between your reservist duty and your civilian world as you have it now?
It's getting harder.
Okay.
Because the more that the responsibilities are growing with the film festival and what we're doing for the community, just this past year or this recent time of going out there and doing my reserve time, like I'm having to make sure I'm still, you try telling the military like, hey, I need this time off. I have a meeting with my people.
I'm important.
Yeah.
Will you notice me?
Yeah. Like, that's cute. So it was definitely difficult. to really make sure I can carve out a space built for this so it's still thriving while I'm gone, you know? So I'm looking forward to retiring so that I can focus more.
Absolutely. Because you're right. You take a portion of yourself and it's put away while you're doing your service. And when you're trying to transition into the civilian world, you still have your responsibilities back there that you, so that balance really comes into play. Yes. I mean, we talk about like work-life balance and how to prioritize and do things. It's a little different when you're toggling, I don't know, 2 careers and you're trying to launch one and, keep maintaining successful at the other before that time is up. It's a dance.
It is. And the military is selfish.
Yeah, they call card. They call dance card.
Yep. They're like, we want all your time.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's what we signed on the dotted line for. So you have to give that. But it definitely showed me that I am ready to close that chapter in my life. And it was very bittersweet coming to that realization.
Yeah.
Because there is so much of the military that I do cherish.
Yeah.
And that sense of community. Because my gosh, the transition from just having people 24/7 to nothing. Yeah. That's why a lot of people struggle with the transitioning period. That was another reason why I focus so much on community with the film festival, is because I want people to feel that there's a place that they can connect to and plug into.
Oh, absolutely. It's 100%. And I find that old-fashioned things still work. Word of mouth is key. And in the military community, if you have not experienced it, word of mouth is how things get done.
Yes.
You want, share a great company that you know is hiring something, get that word going with one person who in the military appreciated it, and the spouses will get that everywhere you need to go. And I think that's beneficial because I think that one of the things we struggle with when people transition out is we feel like some of the communication's cut off from the community.
Yes.
And you got to know it's still out there.
I'm still learning of resources that I had no idea existed for veterans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a ton out there. That's half the reason we did the podcast and put up the website. So military families could find the connections they need, because there's so much more now than there was when I was a kid and my dad was just transitioning out of service. To now, we're still growing. We still need more. We're not done. Don't stop. But yeah, there's so many great. We just did an episode that airs before yours with QRF Up, and it is an app to help those who are struggling mentally to get help so that we don't lose them to suicide. And it's a free app, and they can push the button and they get the help. And it's like more things like that need to be out there. And what I love is with like the whole different point of view, to go from being in the military, and I don't know specifically what you did in the military, if you saw combat or whatever, but then to transition to that entertainment side, to show that there is no, it has to be this way. It's each individual thing.
Yeah, you have to be flexible. I know they talk about flexibility in the military, but this is a whole different type of flexibility, because there is nothing really that you can hold over anyone that comes to work with you. There's nothing like, oh, well, I'm going to call your boss to make sure you show up on time, to make sure you follow through on everything. It's really, you are having to build connections, and that's what's driving people. So it's really, how do you affect them internally versus externally?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's phenomenal. I love that. I think that the more we give people opportunity to express, to be, to grow, to maybe, you were in the military 20 something years and you're retiring from service and you're trying to figure out what you want to do. It's okay to take the time to figure out what you want to do. Please
take the time, because nothing worse than putting yourself under another saddle that you don't want to be under.
Right.
And then feeling trapped.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So let's delve back. What made you go into the Air Force?
Both my parents were in the Air Force.
Oh,
they actually met in the Air Force.
Oh, this is fun. We haven't had this before. This is fun.
Yeah. So, I don't know what the other branches have, but I know for the Air Force, you go through basic and then you go through technical training or tech school.
Okay.
And there's a lot of jokes that people meet in these tech schools. They marry and they're like, oh, they never last. I'm like, well, my parents are an exception. They met in tech school, dated like 6 weeks before they got married.
Boom. They knew.
Are still married.
Boom. I love it. How many years?
Oh, let's see. I think they're reaching about 45 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Very, very cool. My parents were married over 50 years before we lost dad. And my in-laws are at 55, just celebrated 55 in August.
Oh, congratulations to them. Yeah.
I love hearing the different stories. There's so many different relationships.
I know.
I'm like,
people. You guys gave me an unfair representation.
Right?
Of relationships. Okay.
Dude.
I'm out there thinking it's going to be some fairy tale. I'm going to find the person and be like, oh my God, we love each other. And then we get married and live happily ever after.
Took 40 years to find mine, people. 40 years. Okay.
So there's still hope for me.
There is still hope, baby doll. There is. There is. He was worth the wait. He took a little bit to find, but he was worth the wait.
I'll take it.
So then your parents served.
Yep.
And so you wanted to step up and serve?
My dad didn't push it on to me, really. My mom reiterated ever since I was little constantly how many benefits there are to the military, how they take care of you, and to just do that.
Yeah.
Like it's a good choice. Like it was, I grew up thinking there wasn't really any other option. It was college, military. You know?
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So did you do college and then military?
I did college, then military. I wasn't an officer. I didn't commission.
Okay.
And then I tried while I was into commission. It didn't happen.
Okay.
So, but yes, I came in with a degree.
Wow. She's fancy, people. She is sassy. I love it. I love it. What was your degree in?
Physics and mathematics.
Okay. Like, not drama. Or physics and mathematics. Good. I'm still on my year off. Doing high school and college.
Your gap year.
My gap year. It's still going. I'm going to be 50 next month. It's still going. That's okay. All right. So you joined the Air Force. Did you know what you wanted to do?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I came in wanting to become an OSI agent. So a federal agent. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I thought you had to do security forces or law enforcement cop in order to do it. Turns out that's not the only pathway.
Okay.
But I found out a little too late.
Okay. Okay, so she can kick our butt. She's smarter than us.
No.
And she created a film festival. All righty then. So you ended up reaching your goal of your position. I love it.
Yeah.
And when you get passionate about something, when you are intrigued about something, it makes it so much sweeter when you achieve it.
Yes, it was an amazing thing. And then doing it, that's when I realized, though, sometimes what you strive to get, it ends up not being how you imagined it.
Oh, true.
That
very
was a
true.
very hard lesson.
Okay.
And so achieving that, it didn't make me not want to have goals, but it did make me think about my goals more.
Okay.
To be like, okay, well, if it ends up not being what it is you pictured it, then that's okay.
Okay.
You can pivot.
Yep.
You don't have to stay on the same thing,
Right.
Because, I love the job, a lot of the aspects of it, but it is an unforgiving environment,
Okay.
Doing 20 years of law enforcement, I'm still going to be doing 20 years of law enforcement. That takes a lot out of somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I imagine it would. I imagine it would on it. It's interesting. I don't think we give ourselves grace to change our path or realign our goals as much as we should.
I used to be like a pit bull with lockjaw.
Yeah.
Like it has to be this and only this. And then as I've gotten older, thank goodness that mindset has gone away and now I can be a little more free thinking and flexible.
That's good. That's a great thing. My dad used to always joke that you have to be careful what you wish for and you have to be specific. Because when he was a young man, he wished to be surrounded live in a house surrounded by beautiful women. And then he married my mom and had 2 daughters. And he said, well, this is technically not what I...
That sounds like my mom's family. They had 6 girls all together. Oh, no boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so my mom had 5 girls.
Oh.
My dad had 3 boys.
Oh my gosh.
They were both the middle. you never know how it's going to work out, how it's
Mm-hmm.
going to play out. But yeah, it's an interesting dynamic to see how it flows. And when when you have families that have the military and it's supportive and it's everybody's in it gung ho,
Mm-hmm.
it's an interesting environment to see because everyone does it a little differently.
Yeah.
I mean, both of my grandfathers served, but they served their time in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't continue on. My dad, knew he wanted to serve. That was a big thing for him. He gave up a college scholarship, gymnastics scholarship to sign up in his first year of college because that's what he felt in his heart. But I love to hear the different stories of how people got into it.
So it was interesting. I remember my freshman year of college because I was in ROTC.
Okay.
And I was like, man, this is the best time to join the military. Things are great. I'll just get to do my time. And then 9/11 happened.
Oh.
And so I came in during the surge and after all that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I ended up making a short film about that experience.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. To where it's like you go from this happy-go-lucky, like, oh, everything's right with the world. And then boom, you're thrust into a war zone. It's jarring.
Well, with the anniversary of 9/11 being so close, this week was a heavy week.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was living with my parents at the time when it occurred. And growing up, getting ready to go to work, we got up in the morning. They have the TV on in the living room. I went and stood by my dad and we watched the second plane hit. And I couldn't wrap my head around
it was so surreal.
What was happening. And I remember asking my father, well, when's it going to come around the other side? And he's dead silent because he's digesting it from the military mind. And I'm just standing there. And then it dawns on me. Oh, it hit the building.
Mm-hmm.
It went in the building. And I just remember that day was almost like so surreal. You were walking outside of yourself. I worked in a bank. People were concerned that there was going to be robberies happening and stuff because everybody was so just kind of off and everything to it, and it was just so weird and surreal to live through an experience. And then to have it be 24 years and it feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah. That really blows my mind.
I know. It's insane. I'm watching these stories of these kids who've grown up and wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. So it's a huge thing for me. Just watching this week was just heavy.
Mm-hmm.
This was a heavy week on it, but I appreciate how we unite.
Yes.
And how in bad times when we unite as a good force. I love that so much. I love to see that. I hate to see it when I keep saying it. We lose our humanity. We lose our touch to kindness, to human favor. We get so caught up in all of the crap, people. It's just crap. We got to remember who human beings are and where they're at. So, and that, I think that's why it impacts me so much when I hear you stepped up, you served, even after, because you had a plan to go. Yeah. And then to have it end up being that way, you could have gone, ooh.
I could have chosen not
no,
to.
Thank you, kind of thing too. But you still stepped up. And so I appreciate that greatly because I know that took, I'm sure, quite a bit of thought
I didn't
process.
have any idea what I was stepping into. I was just like, oh, just serving, just like you thinking of it like as another job.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
Yeah, because I had no concept. I thought it was just what you did. You serve, but you don't really understand what serving means in that regard to like, oh, I could have really die.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, so your parents were in service when you were growing up?
They got out shortly after I was born, so I didn't get to experience it as a child.
Okay.
I just would hear their recounts of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they served during peacetime, so it was very different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My father started Vietnam. He did 2 tours. And then
Well, he made it
got
through
out.
2 tours.
Uh-huh. And then and actually one of the few that came back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, mentally, like came back.
Oh, gotcha.
And everything. I mean, yeah, the physical risk. Huge. Told us a story. He was driving a truck through the jungle. He thought it was like a really thick jungle. And when he got out of the truck, everybody standing around it. Well, it's because he drove through a firefight and didn't know. Those weren't leaves hitting his vehicle. It was gunfire. Oh. And he was like, oh. So there were stories he would tell us, and there were stories we were never going to ever know. And he took them with him because it just, it wasn't a thing to talk about. But I think that you're right. You don't know. And I think even if you were a child, like I grew up in a military household. My dad didn't retire until I was 14, 12 or 14, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And so even knowing that, if I had elected to step up and serve, it would have been a completely different experience for me, because I would have gone from being the dependent to being the service member.
Yeah.
Where it affects you directly.
Yes.
And it's more than just, they took away my military ID. Mean, I like that ID.
Yeah.
So I do think that is a dynamic that sometimes people don't think about, especially for military children. A lot of times,
huge toll on the family.
Yeah.
They serve too.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. And then those children who end up deciding, great, I'm going to follow the path to go and serve in there, may know quite a bit and may have a little bit of information stepping in. Right. But until you actually experience it, you never know.
Exactly.
That's how life is. You never know.
You really learn what sacrifice means. And that was something that I'm like, there was a lot to it, because some people are like, oh, you don't have to answer a phone call, or, oh, you don't have to go. I remember, because I was married when I first came in, and I remember talking to my mother-in-law at one point. She's like, can you just say you don't want to go? Like, you don't. I'm like, no, this is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And that's trying to get other people to understand that there's no saying no. Like, you can get out, yes, by certain means, but otherwise there's just no.
Well, it is the old adage my dad used to say: if I tell you to jump, you jump, and then you ask me how high. Because you can't change the height you jump mid-jump, but that's kind of how the military concept mindset is. You do what we tell you to do.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And there's a reason behind that. Please understand, guys, there is a reason behind that in the especially combat. There's a reason behind that.
Yeah, you just have to have reflex, just do, you don't think about it and you ask questions later. And that's also another reason why a lot of service members, once they get out, that's when stuff starts to surface.
Yeah.
Because before you didn't have time or space to think about it.
Yep.
Now you do.
I will tell you a prime example of this. So I worked in banking for years, and I used to pride myself on the fact that at the bank I worked at, we didn't get robbed when I was there. One time when I was there, they got robbed. I didn't even think about it. I just went through every training thing they taught me to do, every situation to handle. Everything was done. I got all done. We go through the thing. We're done. We get released. I go home and I see my mom and I see my dad, and he's like, "Do you need anything?" And I'm like, "Nope, I'm good. I've got this handled." And then I went in the shower and cried. Because it's safe in the shower. There's no one else there.
Yep.
But that's how I handle things. I handle it. And then I
process it,
react later. It's like, let me get through it. Let me deal with it. Now, there's going to be stuff that's going to happen that I'm going to react, because I'm human and it does. But I think part of that is very much is how my mother handles things. I think it's just a attribute picked up from the military life was, because
you just go. You're constantly going. You're constantly on mission, especially depending on your career field. I know when I first enlisted and was gone, I was immediately gone, like immediately put into a war zone. And then it was like, then sent back out. It was very fast paced. And so there wasn't a time to like sit and think about anything. And then, so it wasn't until I got out of active duty and then could really sit with things and be like, oh, there's a lot that I didn't realize I'd put down.
Yeah. especially since you spent a good time with it, it's keeping in that law enforcement.
The law enforcement
field.
mindset.
So,
That's a whole nother thing too.
Absolutely. It is. It is one of the areas we need to get better at with our service members transitioning out, because you literally, like, you've been holding your breath.
Yes. That's how it feels like.
And then you get to go, and then whoosh.
That's a good explanation.
Of everything coming in on it. My dad handled it pretty well. He was great in the military life. He was so good. He was so good in the military, and he was great in the film world too. But he just acclimated and flowed in that military world really, really well. And I think sometimes it's those individuals that don't flow well with it, or don't almost. It's easier transitioning out for them,
especially if you have other hobbies or a part of your identity that exists outside of the military. Yeah. Makes it easier to transition. And I felt like I had a pretty good identity outside of the military before I got out of active duty. And I still struggled. Yeah. Because it was finding purpose again, because you always knew exactly what you're going for every day. So then when you get out and it's just up to you, you're like, what, I choose?
Yeah.
I have free
Pressure.
will. Yeah.
Pressure.
I'm like, oh gosh, like, better choose correctly, because then you realize like time is precious. It's a non-renewable resource. So.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We talk about purpose a lot because a lot of people find their fulfillment and their worth in having a purpose. Yep. And you can have more than one. Okay. I'll give you a little cheater note. You can have more than one. Yeah, I do. But it does. It is, you have to find those things that fulfill your heart. And we were talking on one of my other episodes with Rob Novotny's wife, Dawn, about military spouse life and purpose and passion. And she was saying sometimes maybe your job isn't your passion, but it affords you the passion.
Yes.
You want to pursue. And those are the decisions we got to make sometimes,
Yeah, actors and people in the creative world will tell you that all the time. It's like, they have to have that survival job.
Right.
In order to keep the art.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I ended up back in the corporate world. Because they won't let me just have my car because I'm cute. Which is tacky. But they won't just let me have it because I'm cute. They want me to pay for things and, so. Okay. So did you travel quite a bit?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
When I lived in Germany, I traveled as much as I could.
I love it.
Yeah. I think I'm over 30 countries.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Favorite place you've ever been?
Malta was really nice.
Okay.
And then I need to go back and see more of Croatia because it was beautiful.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then place you absolutely must go next.
Japan. It's been on my list for so long.
Okay. So when you go, you're going to go to the street vendor and get yakisoba. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'd have you bring it back for me, but I don't think it will survive the flight. But oh my gosh. Love me some yakisoba from the street vendor.
Yeah, I experienced street vendors for the first time when I visited South Korea. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, because it's different. Like, you guys are going in your head and you're like, what? No, there's no, like, certificate, restaurant rating, anything. It's just really good food somebody just made up there right in front of you.
You don't ask questions.
No.
You just enjoy it.
You do.
You don't think about it.
And what's ridiculous is it's all good.
So good.
It's ridiculous.
That could have been the best rat I ever ate. I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. If you don't ask, you don't know. That's fine. I do know I've had shark.
Yes, I've had shark.
I've had shark fish and chips in Australia with shark off the pier.
Oh, yeah. What did you think it tasted like?
I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, I still eat swordfish to this day because...
Yeah, swordfish is like steak.
It is. It's like it's like a light steak. I don't know. I just like it. Yeah. So, fun. Now, so when you went into the military... What did you expect to get out of it? Just a career?
I thought, I was like, man, I'm going to be a lifer. I'm going to be active 20 years, retire, bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah, nothing. I didn't really think much about it.
Okay.
So one thing about me, it's like, if I just have an idea, I'm like, I just jump.
Oh, I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, kindred spirit. Love it.
That was kind of me. So when they're like, oh, what do you expect to get out of the airport? Oh, I don't know. Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, Robert, I want to do a podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily, my husband was like, all right, babe. Let's see what you got. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that for me, I was an actress, stage and film, done the whole thing, been behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I can see how the military mindset, especially with the project management side of it, would be beneficial to you, especially going forward with a festival.
Yes.
Understand, filming a movie versus putting on a stage production, two entirely different worlds.
Big difference.
And both of them take a lot to do, let alone trying to put together like a film festival or an award show or something, the whole other categories. I think a lot of times entertainment gets clumped. And the thought process is it's kind of the same every go, and it's not. It varies so very much.
Yes.
I mean, I will say I love theater. Oh, the instant reaction. First reaction I got from the audience. Oh, it's my drug of choice.
Yes.
That's it.
That's why I tried stand-up comedy once, and I was like, I see why people like this.
Yeah.
That instant feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Whether they hate it or not.
Oh, my gosh. The thing about live theater is please, people, it's not always a laugh. It's not, sometimes it's a gasp. Sometimes you just feel the energy from the audience.
You feel it.
Which is why, for me, theater was always a higher plane to film. Because film, you don't get that instant reaction. You redo, you reconnect, you shoot, and it's fun, but it's not the same way as when you make somebody go, and you're like, yeah, I did that.
I've been wanting to get back into theater, but because theater, it takes so much time with the rehearsals for months.
It does.
It's been hard to find a window for me to do it. But yeah, I started in theater as a kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was. I saw my parents do Barefoot in the Park. On stage when I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And from that point on, I loved acting. That was it. That's what I wanted to do. That's what made my favorite. My one acting coach, Joe Bernard. He was talking about it. He said it right. I breathe when I'm on stage. I breathe.
Yeah.
Outside here, I'm me, but up there, I breathe and did.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and I think that any time, especially, which I could see this being cool for a veteran, is especially as an actor, you get to be so many different types of characters and people you'd never be and experience that side you never did. And like Norma Desmond, if you do not know that name, Norma Desmond, favorite character ever played on stage. Just did a monologue for her.
Ooh, nice.
Sunset Boulevard, Norma Desmond. And she's completely crazy. And she was so fun. She was so fun. So, but yeah, I think that I could see that being something very attractive, especially to a veteran, because you were this. This is exactly what you were for this time. Now, be 48
especially
other people.
when you feel like doing it for so many years, you're like, man, there are so many things I could have done and experienced, but I didn't get to because of the sacrifice, because of serving. So yeah, I mean, get to play a mom or, something else.
Yeah.
Stuff that just never had time for.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is a great outlet. I mean, sorry, I'll get going on the acting thing. I love being on stage. It is just, I can't describe it to you if you've never had that feel. But if you've had that feel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it is a fun aspect to it. So we go through our military career, law enforcement, and now film festival. So what for you got this film festival visually in your mind of how you want to lay it out, where you want to go. You kind of did your recon of other film festivals to get in there. So what do you see your hope as you grow this festival? What do you see it impact?
We are often saying now that we want to be like the South by Southwest of Vegas.
Ah, okay.
So we are looking to include a music festival element next year. So that way we can start highlighting local indie music.
Yeah, we got that here in Vegas too.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just wanting to keep growing and provide opportunity for those here. Because with Vegas, it's such a transient city where it's like, yeah, you could have all the talent, but then a lot of times they leave and they go other places.
Right.
You know, so people don't look at Vegas as a hub of talent.
Right.
There is so much.
There's quite a bit here.
Yeah.
Like you have no, I talk about the military community, the entertainment community. Holy cow.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit that goes on here with it. So very, very exciting. I'm excited for you doing it.
Yeah, I want people to look at Vegas and be like, oh yeah, they have great filmmakers. They have great actors. They have great music.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
The town is ready for it. So, and we have so many. I watched the raw talent.
Yes. And I love the rawness of it.
I know.
I don't like going to all these other places and it's so curated. It's too clean. You know? Where I feel like it's almost clinical.
Yeah. I mean, there are some very successful, wonderful Las Vegas acts that are homegrown Vegas acts, and they great. Congratulations, more on you. But there's so many talented people that you guys haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
And you need to see. Just saying. So I think that's phenomenal that you guys are doing that. So I am so excited for you. I love how you kept that part of you, that creativity to keep going. Especially law enforcement in the military it's
a whole nother beast.
It's intense.
Yeah. Because nobody sees us on their best day.
No, never do.
If we're there, it's not a good time.
No, it's not good.
Nobody wants to be your friend.
No. It's especially when you're when I do security and I am dealing with a specific scam or a specific problem, then my mind is so focused on that. I do not trust anybody. None of y'all, even my husband, looking at him a little square-eyed. Oh, what you doing? You know, because you do.
It's true. Everybody's a suspect.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why do you want that? What do you want that for? Why? What you gonna do?
Trust me, people are just like, oh my God, you have so many questions. I'm like, it's just the investigative mindset. Like you keep scratching at it and scratching at it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My mother-in-law could have totally been in law enforcement. Seriously, she asked more questions than anybody I've ever met in my life. And I'm literally like, I don't know. I didn't ask them that. All right, hang on. I'll be right back. Let me go ask him that question for you. That is just inquisitive mind.
Yep.
But it's, good thing to ask. And then you run into the other side of my world, and I'm sure your world had, where people ask questions. You're like, sorry.
Yep. It made dating very hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like, I couldn't even put that law enforcement on like a dating profile or anything.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, just, I put on there a purveyor of justice at one point, trying to find creative ways.
Purveyor of justice. I love it. I remember when my husband and I were talking, we were dating, and he found out I had a clearance, and he's like, ooh, tell me about stuff. And I said, no. And he goes, well, I'm your husband. No. And so I had to have him sit down with my mom. And then we had to have the conversation with my dad and my mom about the fact that there was plenty of stuff. I said, look, I'll show you this. Okay, I have a clearance level. My dad has had clearance level. Daddy has the same clearance level as you. Can you tell me about the thing you did there? No, you don't have a need to know. Okay, this is how it works, babe.
Yeah. I remember having to tell my mom, because she was so excited and proud of me when I became a federal agent, that she's wanting to tell people at work and everything. Was like, Mom, please don't. You can't.
Do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's why we don't do TikTok on this program. Nothing. You all want to do it? Do it. Not me. No. I'll keep my old school style. Show my age a little bit. All right. So thank you so much for coming on here and talking with us. I absolutely loved it. I would love you to you got a couple of minutes and the audience is yours, and shout out and talk about your festival and what you're doing so they can get their tickets to be able to join.
Oh, yeah. So our ticket link just went live.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can buy tickets on Film Freeway and you search for Desert Waves Film Festival, or you could check out our website. It's desertwavesfilmfest.com, and we have links there to buy tickets. Follow us on our social media, Desert Waves Film Festival. It's actually Desert Waves _Film Festival.
That's important.
Yes. And our film festival kicks off on October 11th. We're screening films from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Downtown Cinemas Theater. And then on October 12th, I believe at 3 p.m., we're having a special meet and greet Q&A with the filmmakers of Chasing Amy. And they're going to be at Indie Film Factory. And so then you guys, that one's free and open to the public. So please come out. We do try to make as much of our stuff as either affordable or free so that people can come in and plug into this. And also we have a filmmaker challenge that we do October 3rd through the 5th. So you have 2 days to make a film, and we're leveling the playing field. You film everything on your phone. Yes. So that is part of the challenge. And then those films are screened during our film festival.
That is phenomenal. I love that. That is going to be so much fun, Ali. Mm-hmm. I love that. If I was in town, I would be there.
Yeah, that's it's during a great time of the year, though. So
it's a during awesome time of year. Just big birthday trip. So
there you go.
Europe.
Have fun.
Europe. So
where in Europe?
London and Paris. We're doing the train under the English Channel because I've done the ferry across it. I saw the white cliffs of Dover. I'm like, hey, look, there's cliffs. They're white. The fun part, I go back and tell my dad, hey, I saw the white cliffs of Dover. Yeah, they were white, right? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ali. Appreciate you greatly. All right, guys, we are at that time again. Like, share, follow, Instagram, Facebook. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Come find us. We will see you next time. Don't forget to check out our website. Have a great day.
Faded photographs, covered now with lines increasing, tickets torn